All right, guys, unfortunately, we need to check in with Donald Trump. Now, you guys may have noticed that I haven't been covering as many of his weird speeches, or his White House appearances, or his strange press gaggles. I've kind of put all that nonsense on the back burner for now, but over the past week or so, while our government is shut down, he has been traveling over in Asia. And I think it is about time that we call it what it is. Because I think this is Donald Trump's Dementia Tour. His brain is leaking so profusely out of his ears at this point that I guess he is just trying to hand pieces of it out to every country that he meets. And so I've got a ton of different clips to show you guys. We are just seeing Donald Trump deteriorating right before our very eyes. We're going to go ahead and start off with this one where he's trying to talk about the World Series. If you guys do appreciate my work and want to support the show, please do remember to subscribe.
I'm disappointed they didn't put Pete Rose in. I said, put Pete Rose in before he dies. He had over 4,000 hits. They didn't do it. And with all the gambling you see now, I mean, give me a break.
So Donald Trump is asked if he has been watching the World Series, and all he can do is ramble about Pete Rose. Now, Pete Rose, this is a person that died decades ago. But because Donald Trump is so addled in his old age, this is the only way his brain works. He can't talk about anything current. He's not making any new neural pathways in his brain. So he jumps back to the 80s or the 70s, whenever Pete Rose played, and then just kind of picks it up from there. Now, obviously, he goes on to acknowledge that Pete Rose is actually dead. But again, guys, this is a fixation on things of the past. Now, let's go ahead and move on to the next clip, because this is where it starts to get more serious, where Donald Trump admits that he was given an MRI.
The readout from Walter Reed mentioned advanced medical imaging. Did you get an MRI? Can you tell us what that was?
I did. I got an MRI. It was perfect. Yeah. I mean, I gave you the full results. We had an MRI, and in the machine, you know, the whole thing.
Yeah.
And it was perfect. Yeah.
Can you say what in particular they were?
You could ask the doctors. In fact, we have doctors traveling with us, but I think they gave you a very conclusive. Nobody has ever given you reports like I gave you.
Now, obviously, Donald Trump is just full of shit here. He is much less than transparent when it comes to his health issues. And it is weird for him to admit on camera here that, yes, in fact, he was given an MRI, because MRIs are not something that are normally given as a preventative measure. Normally, a doctor is going to prescribe an MRI if they are looking for something or if they are monitoring something. So, not too great that this is what we are hearing out of our president when we have no details of why this MRI was actually given. We don't even know which part of the body that the MRI was trying to focus on. And I think it even gets even worse on this front, because here Donald Trump is admitting that he is being screened for dementia.
Have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. I took, those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, in a certain way, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant, a giraffe, you know. When you get up to about 5 or 6, and then when you get up to 10 and 20 and 25, they couldn't come close to answering any of those questions.
So here you got Donald Trump conflating the idea of an IQ test with a dementia screening test. But here he is just coming out and straight up admitting that, yeah, when I was at Walter Reed just a week and a half or two ago, well, they gave me one of these tests, and I aced it, guys. And if you were to ask AOC or Jasmine Crockett to take one of these tests, there's no way they could have answered it as good as I did. They wouldn't be able to spot out the giraffes and the elephants as quickly and as correctly as I did. What the fuck are you talking about, bro? This is not an IQ test. This is a test that is supposed to screen for cognitive deficiencies. Oh my God, guys. We are not even a year in to this presidency yet. We all have all seen Donald Trump just deteriorating right before our eyes. His brain is leaking out of his ears all over the world. He is a stream of consciousness when he does these speeches. And he is, the more time goes on, the less sense he is making. It is quite concerning, and because we have no transparency here as to what is actually going on with Donald Trump, nobody knows what the fuck is going on. All we are left to do is speculate. Now let's go to move on to the next clip, where he is still complaining about how his teleprompter went out at the UN.
The United Nations should be doing this, but they don't do it. You know, they don't do it. They turned off my teleprompter when I made a speech. I had to make a speech without a teleprompter. They're good at that. The escalator wasn't working too well. It came to a complete halt.
You know, Donald Trump has always been a very petty man, but I find it strange that this is a fixation of his because, as reporting showed, nobody at the UN was trying to fuck with his shit. It was his own employee or somebody who worked close to the White House that actually turned off the escalator on accident. It was his team that was operating the teleprompter. But because this is stuck in his head and because he is a man full of grievance and knows nothing else, we continue to hear this story over and over and over again. He is a petulant toddler going around the world and embarrassing my country. I mean, it is a damn shame. Now, even more embarrassing is he is still trying to give these political speeches to our military. Listen to what he says here about good-looking people.
From the men and women of the rank and file, that's true. It comes from you people, incredible people, good-looking people, too many good-looking people. I don't like good-looking people. I never liked good-looking people, I'll be honest with you. I've never admitted that before. But see, I'm allowed to.
What the fuck was that, guys? Donald Trump doesn't like good-looking people? First of all, what the fuck is he talking about? And second of all, we know that all Donald Trump looks at is somebody's appearance. That's all. Oh, and sorry, I forgot. He also takes into account the loyalty to the wannabe king, but that's about it. To come out and say, I've never liked good-looking people. Maybe what he means is he's always been jealous of good-looking people because he looks like a fly on shit. I mean, I don't know what's going on here, but this is a president of the United States standing in front of the troops over in Japan talking about how he doesn't like good-looking people. Is anybody in the Republican Party going to start calling this shit out? If Joe Biden did anything even close to this, he would have been impeached. They would have 25th amended his ass out of there, right? Joe Biden was never, ever this bad. In that same speech, he goes on to talk about water and magnets, guys.
Magnets, you know, the new thing is magnets. So instead of using hydraulic, that you can be hit by lightning and it's fine. You take a little glass of water and you drop it on magnets. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, guys, I don't know what's going to happen. If I drop some water on them magnets, I really just don't know what's going to happen because I'm such an idiot. What are you talking about, bro? Does anybody know what he's talking about? Water does not interfere with magnets. Is he thinking about electronics? Is he thinking about a circuit board? Is he thinking about a smartphone or a computer where if you pour some water on a circuit board, that's going to fry the circuit? Is that what he's talking about? That's the problem, right? Donald Trump has always been an idiot. But now that he is so demented in his old age, can anybody decipher what the fuck he is trying to say here? Can anybody do it? Can his own aides do it? Can his bootlicking sycophants do it? Or are they just waiting for him to die off so they can jump into the next place in power? I mean, this is so damn embarrassing. And then he goes on to talk about steam power. Yeah, guys, steam power.
We're going to go steam first and then electric. Catapults. Which is better? Electric or steam? I'm going to put it in order. Seriously. They're spending billions of dollars to build stupid electric. And the problem, when it breaks, you have to send up to MIT, get the most brilliant people in the world, fly them out. It's ridiculous. The steam, they said they can fix it with a hammer and a blowtorch. And it works just as well, if not better. And I love the sight of that beautiful steam pouring off that deck. With the electric, you don't have that.
He likes steam, guys, because he likes the way it looks rolling off the deck. This man's brain is broken. These are incoherent ramblings of a madman. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't even make sense for the context of his conversation. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm basically speechless at this point, where the President of the United States is rambling from topic to topic to topic to topic, and nobody can decipher what he's trying to say. Saying that if you have an electric vehicle or electric something or other, then you got to take it to MIT and you got to have the best minds work. This is not how things work. I don't have to tell you guys that, obviously. But our President of the United States should be a bit more competent, a bit more aware of what is going on here. But instead, he is a rambling mess who sounds no more competent than a 4 or 5-year-old. I mean, I just don't even know what to say. Let's go to the next clip, where he's doing one hell of an impression of Modi from India.
Tell you what, Prime Minister Modi is the nicest looking guy. He says, oh, and he looks like you'd like to have your father, like, he's a killer. He's tough as hell. No, we will fight. I said, whoa, this is the same man that I know.
Such a good-looking man. Yeah. He said, no, I want to fight. Does anybody believe for a second that this conversation happened? Or is Donald Trump just making shit off the top of his dome because it sounds good? Is this a self-soothing mechanism for Donald Trump? He continues to say that he was the one who brought peace between Pakistan and India, even though India came out and said Trump didn't have shit to do with the peace talks around Pakistan. Like, what else do we say here? He continues to repeat these stories over and over again. He continues to talk himself up, these delusions of grandeur that he has, pretending that he is the most important figure in every single conversation all over the world. And we're just supposed to sit back and trust this guy to make good decisions about our country? Good decisions about where our military is going to be headed? You know, they're sending them down to Venezuela right now to stage a full-on invasion, it's starting to look like. This is the guy with the nuclear codes. And he's sitting up here making up conversations out of thin air that never happened. And MAGA is just gung-ho about all of it. When are you guys going to wake up? When are you going to wake up? Now, these next two videos are quite wild. And he is being led around a room by somebody over in Japan. I forget I guess it's the Japanese prime minister, maybe. But just look at his eyes. The video quality is not great, so I apologize there. I wasn't able to find any better quality video. But you can tell this dude is lost. He has no idea what the fuck is going on. Let's take a look at this first video. Like, what is he doing here? He's like he's walking to the corner. You've got the prime minister trying to guide him with her hand, and he's just kind of aloof and wondering what the heck is going on. He doesn't seem to know where he's at, what he's supposed to be doing. And the next perspective, or the next, what word am I looking for? The next shot here from a different angle, it makes it even more clear that he is just lost. He is checked out. His brain is not firing. I guess I should have told you that there was no sound because of copyright reasons. But okay, so here he is saluting the flag. I know the video quality is crap. He wanders off. The prime minister literally is agape in her mouth because Trump is just wandering off. Just has no clue where he's going. Now you've got one of the soldiers. He is trying to direct Trump into the right direction as well. Now he's walking back. What? This is concerning, people. This is concerning. Now he stumbles up onto the stage. Again, guys, this is the President of the United States. His brain doesn't appear to be working. He is stringing sentences together that are incoherent. He is talking about things he has no clue about in front of our military. He's going on about how he doesn't like good-looking people, even though he is probably one of the most vain individuals that I have ever seen. Somebody who bases his decision off of how they might appear in front of a camera. And of course, the loyalty to him plays into that calculus. But this should be concerning to everybody, whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, or if you're a MAGA diehard. Joe Biden was never this bad, and you gave him shit all day long if he so much as looked in the wrong direction for 2 seconds. Donald Trump clearly has no idea what he is doing here. He is aloof. He is checked out. His brain is not firing on any of its cylinders. The one cylinder that might exist is no longer working. And like we've said before here, it is really hard to decipher whether this is Trump's stupidity or if this is like full-blown dementia at this point. Because Donald Trump started from such a low bar, it's really hard for people to see that, oh, Donald Trump actually, he's just fallen apart because he's acted so erratic his whole time in the public eye. And it's doing a real disservice to our politics, I think, because people just think of Donald Trump as some 79-year-old dude with a ton of energy who has this energy that he exerts. But if you look at the substance, and then you look at clips like this, where he's just wandering around a room while somebody is trying to guide him as though he is a sheep, like, I just don't know how you walk away from this and say, oh yeah, Donald Trump's our guy. Everything's all good. He's in the best health he's ever been in. He is the one that I trust to make decisions about this country. So again, guys, we're going to be keeping an eye on it. These videos are concerning, no matter which side of the aisle you are on. And we've got three plus years to go at this point. I am really wondering at this right now if he's even going to make it through his entire term, because it is not looking good. And I told you guys before, I've dealt with people in my own life with dementia, and some of the characteristics that Donald Trump is kind of exuding here, I mean, they seem very familiar to me, especially when you see these blank stares, when he is kind of just staring off into nothing because his brain is no longer firing. It is concerning to me. And I don't know how anybody can look at this behavior and think, yeah, he's doing all right. So I'll leave it there for now, guys. If you guys got anything out of this video, please do remember to smash that like button and subscribe. Maybe share with a friend or two. I'd very much appreciate that. We've got to build something here on the left that pushes back against this MAGA media machine that just launders all of this bullshit for Donald Trump every single day. So if you do like what I do here, please remember to smash that subscribe button. And if you guys want to help me go a step above and beyond that, you can help me produce these videos by becoming a member right here on YouTube for as little as $3 a month. Or you can head over to politiscape.substack.com, where you can have my content delivered directly to your inbox every single day without the doom scrolling, without the algorithms. And the cool part about Substack is I own the data over there. So subscribing over on Substack is a huge, huge deal for me. So until the next one, guys, keep your chin up. We will make it through this together, and we can even laugh along the way. I'll see you on the next one.